Hello and welcome to Mastering in the Box. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can get punch and energy from the low end in your masters using two simple moves. Hello and welcome to Mastering in the Box. I am your host Smudge, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can get punch and energy from the low end of your masters using two simple moves. And the plugins that we're going to feature in today's video are the TDR Nova plugin, which is a dynamic EQ from Tokyo Dawn Labs, and also the Axis Multi Band Compressor by Soundspot. So just before we get into the content of today's video, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel so far. We have now hit 400 subscribers, which is fantastic, and I'm so appreciative, so thank you very much. It really does mean a lot. And there's also some further great news that I'd like to announce, that we are going to be introducing a membership platform coming very soon for all of those who want to know more about digital mastering and get more involved and learn some more in-depth techniques. Then look out for that. Details will be following in due course. If you do want to know more about digital mastering, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and make sure you tick the bell and select all to receive notifications on all of our videos moving forward. Now let's get to today's video. So the track we're featuring in this week's video is the song Flames by The Black Crown, and this particular song is available for download to practice your mixing and mastering on through the Cambridge Music Technology website. If you haven't checked it out before, seriously check it out. It's a great resource and I'll leave links in the description down below. This particular track is a hard rock stroke metal track, and let's take a brief listen. So it's a great sounding rock track. Just a couple of things for me around the low end. There's just a few things that were really poking out. The kick drum, it's very, very prominent, it's very up front. But for me, I didn't feel it was kind of giving enough energy. With this particular track, I would anticipate that to be really kind of heavy and low and rich and round in the low end, and I wasn't really kind of getting that. So it's just lacking a bit of energy. But the other thing was the bass guitar it was kind of hidden, and I think it's something to consider when you are mastering this particular type of genre. Is the guitars can really quickly take over, and they can really kind of take up a lot of that energy, whereas you want the low end to be really round and rich and give a lot of body to the track. So one of the things I really want to do with this particular track is to give some more energy to the low end, but also allow the bass guitar to breathe and give that some more prominence in the overall master. And we can do that in two simple ways. So the first thing we're going to do for this particular track to give it some more energy, some oomph in the low end, is to use a multi-band compressor. And for this particular example, I am using the Axis plugin by Soundspot. And this is a great multi-band compressor. It's a new purchase from the Black Friday sales, and it comes in three parts. You have an imaging, so you can use this as part of your stereo width toolkit. You can use it in standard compressor mode, in multi-band, and you also have the metering mode here. One thing I really wanted to do is just really hone in on the low lows. So you can see that the low band is set from 75 Hz and below. All other bands are bypassed. And we've got a ratio 2.5 to 1, threshold to taste. Attack is quite fast at 129 milliseconds, quick release, and say it's a full mix. Let's take a listen. We'll bypass the plugin first, and then we'll activate it and listen to what it's doing to the kick drum.
Feel the change that could have been. I've come too straight, analyze the part under formless rain, and volume down. Thoughts on a fixed image, block at which is the mage.
So one of the things I was noticing before with the kick drum is it's very much kind of getting that pat 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 sound, and just by adding this multi-band compression, it's just giving it some more around this and some more body. So if you want to give it some more energy, then try using this tip. Say multi-band compressor, just really focusing on that low end, 75 hertz and below, and just give it some gentle compression just to give that kick drum some more energy. And for step number 2, we are going to use a dynamic EQ. And for this particular example, I am using the TDR Nova by Tokyo Dawn Labs. If you haven't got this plugin, get it. It is friggin' amazing, and it's free. It is free. There are gentlemen's editions of these plugins, and I would highly recommend you get them. I am using the free versions at the moment, but I am going to buy the whole bundle because the Tokyo Dawn Labs guys make amazing plugins. I'll leave links in the description down below and check them out. They are really good. So this is a parallel dynamic equalizer. So the way this is going to work is in 2 different ways. It enables us to use it as a dynamic EQ. So by dynamic EQ, we can make an EQ move, so add a small cut, but rather than using an EQ frequency cut, it actually applies compression to that particular cut. So it acts like a compressor, but using the move and EQ. But we can also use it in a standard EQ mode as well. I'm going to show you this in practice. So one of the things that I was really, as I say, noticing with this particular track is the bass guitar was buried, but given the genre that we're also mastering at the same time, there's a lot of mud around that 300 hertz range. So what I've done is I've used a small little EQ move here. It says 1.5 dBs, but rather than being an EQ cut, it's just applying some compression. Let's bypass the plugin and let's take a listen, and I'll engage the plugin and see what the difference it's making.
Falling down, you wait to a war that will not make sense. See the thoughts on a fixed image, block at which is the mage. What you done and what is gone.
So it's really giving that extra weight to that bass guitar, and it's just doing it by cutting out some of that mud from the guitars. As I say, it was the guitars that was giving the track a lot of the energy, and what we really wanted to do is give some more of that prominence to the kick and the bass. And just by cutting some of those frequencies, some of those mud frequencies, it's just allowing the bass guitar to breathe a little bit more. But the other great thing about this plugin is that we can use it as a standard EQ at the same time. And one of the things I noticed as well with the track was just, it's a little bit on the dark side, and you'd expect it for this genre, but I really wanted to kind of get the vocals to pop out a little bit more and give some more of those air frequencies. So I've just added a high shelf at 10k, and it's just a couple of dBs, and just once again we'll bypass it, we'll then re-engage it, and we'll see what that's doing as well.
Shine like a thousand suns, dispel the frozen lake, reflect the 7 flames and orbs of the barrel will take shape, straining sand, try to divide and expand.
So it's such a versatile plugin, so we can use it just to kind of really emphasize that bass guitar by cutting out some of that mud, but also give some of that air to that vocals, give the overall track a little bit more brightness. Okay, so last but not least, let's just take another listen to the track. I'm going to bypass both plugins, and then I'm going to re-engage them and let's see what the 2 plugins are doing.
Shine like a thousand suns, dispel the frozen lake, reflect the 7 flames and orbs of the barrel will take shape, straining sand, try to divide and expand what's inside.
So simple as that. Just using 2 plugins, we've given the bass guitar some more life, we've given it its own space in the master, we've given some more energy to the kick, and we just give that low end some more definition, whilst giving the low mid some more clarity by taking some of that mud out of the guitars, and also giving the vocals some air as well to kind of give some more brightness to the overall master. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you found these two techniques useful. As I say, it's just using that multi-band compressor in a really defined band to kind of add some more body weight and energy to that kick drum, and then we're using the dynamic EQ to add some compression in that mud area, so it's giving the guitar some more clarity, boosting the bass guitar in the overall master, and just giving that overall low end some more roundness. And then we can use just a small top end EQ move to give the vocal some more air. And if you want to know more about digital mastering, then make sure you hit that subscribe button below and tip the bell and select all to receive notifications on all of our videos moving forward. And keep an eye out for news on the new Mastered in the Box membership scheme. This is going to be set up through the Patreon platform, but this is not going to be one of these schemes where I say, oh, if you pay me some money, I'll let you lick my shoes. I don't believe in that. It's going to be a real value add membership scheme. It's going to be in addition to the YouTube channel. So if you're subscribed to the channel is not going to go away. There will be content uploaded every week on the YouTube channel, but it's just a platform to enable me to give more in-depth tuition. We're going to have monthly live streams, we're going to have exclusive content, we'll have discounts, interviews, and I've also set up a Discord community for Mastering in the Box for members only, where we can start having these discussions around digital mastering and start helping each other as a community moving forward. So look out for more news on that. And all that's left for me to say is I hope you'll keep safe and well. I look forward to seeing you in the next video coming real soon.